Shalom, Kal Halal, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who lead and rule our nation. And peace and salutations to the hopeful elect striving for salvation during these electrifying times. I want to do a quick video, just an update of the recent events that's going on. But I want to really zero in on something because yesterday I had to take a trip to my corporate office, the company that I work for. I live out in Riverside County, and that's about a good hour, maybe a good 45 minutes to an hour to LA, to Los Angeles. And the part of Los Angeles that my corporate office is in the San Fernando Valley. So it's primarily close to about an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours, depending on traffic. So yesterday I was driving and I got on the freeway and the freeway was so wide open. Normally when I get on the freeway at the exit or the entrance that I get on, the exit and the entrance is so packed that it takes a while to even get on the freeway. And then once you get on the freeway, it's already traffic. We're talking about the 91. And it's notoriously known that the state of California have some of the most busiest traffic in the whole world. Not just in the country, but in the whole world. The 405, the 91, the 101. These are notoriously busy freeways. All of them are busy. The 10, I could just go on different freeways that are busy. But yesterday was smooth sailing. So the page I have put up right near is NBCLosAngeles.com, right? And these are photos. Is daily life around Southern California in the shadow of the COVID-19 pandemic. So I'm just gonna scroll down and show a couple pictures. It's too many of them. I'm only show like maybe close to half of them. But these are monumental places that are basically, they're like ghost towns now. People aren't there. And it's symbolic to what's coming, even though it hasn't hit and struck people in the way that it's going to. It's just a prelude to show you how things are gonna be. This is Santa Monica Beach. And then every picture that is going to be shown are tourist spots, in not just tourist spots, but spots in Southern California that is notoriously known for having high populations of people there. Apple stores. If you those who deal with Apple and their products, it's always jam packed. They closed them. A lot of stores, most stores are closed. Um, This is the Sunday Mass for the Cathedral of Our Lady of Los Angeles, and this is the amount of people that showed up. And this particular Mass cathedral usually is jam packed for their services. People in there go over there to get led astray. But anyway, this is the next one. This is in Hollywood Boulevard. There's a there's a tour bus that's usually packed. It's got upstairs and downstairs usually packed with people, and they drive people around to show the city. There's no people on taking those tours. And this one here is if I'm not mistaken, a racetrack. They ran a race without any fans. All your local and monumental and high high quality, or how you should say, prestigious theaters, all your monumental theaters that have big long reputations in history closed down. This is a local gun store. People lined up around the block, and this is key to the point that I'm gonna go into in this lesson. So keep in mind, this people lining up to buy guns and ammo. Shut down Six Flags. This is a freeway. Like I said, I was on the freeway yesterday and it was wide open. And there, wash your hands, stay healthy, avoid COVID-19. Another theater shut down. Another another on the marquee telling people and warning people about COVID-19. And in the last few days, it's been rainy. It was raining yesterday, raining pretty hard. Southern California don't get a lot of rain. Overlooking the whole city, the terrace at the Griffin Observatory. They ain't close it down. Baseball season is canceled. Knott's Farm on the 12th had people there, but low amounts of people. This place is usually packed daily. Same thing here. No handshaking, just people warning people to be clear of what's going on. Disneyland barely got people in there. Disneyland is packed. The whole area in Disneyland and over here in Anaheim, that whole street that it's on is always jam packed. This is your stores. This is coming into when I'm bringing it out for this lesson. Stores are bare. They're butt naked. They don't have stuff. People went out and this is the thing, people are so easily manipulated too. So you have people that just go out and buy this stuff because of what they see. And that's pretty much, you know, the right move to make, to go try to shop for your family. Go ahead and try to get things for your, because they're gonna shut things down. You can see it. It was just out there in the atmosphere. People knew that they because most people carry enough food to last them a few days. They don't carry more, for most families and households. Same things as the grocery stores. They carry about 3 days worth of stock. And after those 3 days, they usually get a replenishment from the trucks. The trucks are replenishing. They don't have much. Whatever stores have in their warehouses, this is what they've been filling up the storehouses with. And they don't have much. Whatever's in there, that's pretty much it. So I want to get into the lesson now. So this is 2nd Esdras 16, and we'll start at verse 22. It says, "For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine," all foods being bought up. It says, "and the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy." So you're gonna have people that's gonna have food and people that are not gonna have food. This is gonna spring forth a reaction, you know, with that scenario. That's how people are gonna be dying, because there's gonna be people that's gonna have food, people that's not gonna have food. Now this is chapter 16. When you read in 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter, it tells you, it goes deep into that about, what people are going to do when they don't have a lack of bread, when they have lack of bread. People are going to be perishing and famining, and people are going to be stealing and killing. Verse 23. "And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down." Now, one of the things that sparked me into going into this lesson was how much people were out there yesterday when I had to go to LA. The amount of people that like you see, those it was like it was ghost town on the freeway. I counted 8 cars on the freeway on a major on. I'm talking about going from freeway to freeway. I have to take about 3 freeways to get there, and it's a smooth sailing. I mean, I usually leave 2 hours ahead of time to get to where I need to get to out there to be on time. 2.5 hours, and I left about an hour and a half because I knew there wasn't going to be too many people. The freeways were going to be open because I've been going to LA when I go even when I went to camp the other day. It was smooth, just wide open. So I knew it wasn't going to be that much traffic or not, because places are closed down and people are staying home. But I didn't know it was going to be like that. It's going to come into, and the scripture is going to tell you what gave me the remembrance of what I saw yesterday. Verse 24, "There shall be no man left to till the earth and to show it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men." All places ain't gonna be people there. People are gonna be destroyed. People are gonna be dying. so that one man shall desire to see another and hear his voice. And that's the point. That's what gave me the, when I was driving there, I was like, man, some point you have like three people on the freeway. Like each person had a lane and that was it. Like it was just wide open. I'm talking about like nobody there. Like I have never in my life seen freeways like this in California. Like it just reminded me like of this scripture right here. Like clearly, like so that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. I mean, because there's gonna be so many lack of people. So what's gonna happen to the people out there? It was giving me yesterday a visual of that, of so many people not just gone. Like even when I got to where I was going, people weren't there. I went into a Kinko's and it was three people in the Kinko's. I ain't seen that. I can't remember going into that particular Kinko's. There's other Kinko's that be not a lot of people in there, but that particular Kinko's in the valley is usually, you know, it usually have several people in there and coming in and out rapidly. It wasn't like that, you know. Different places. This is after I got out of my meeting at work. I made it to another part of LA like so fast. It just was at that point in time. It's never like that. So it just reminded me. This scripture just reminded me that what I'm seeing now is just a visual showing you how things are gonna be. Verse 20, left off at 27. Verse 28. For of a city there shall be 10 left, and two of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks. As an orchard of olives upon every tree, there are left 3 or 4 olives. It's just giving you a scenarios of how the reduction of people is going to be. Or as when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard, which meaning basically they done took everything they could visually see off the vineyard, and what's ever left is what the person picking the grapes didn't see hiding in the back of the vineyard. Even in so those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. This is the point. This is one of the points exactly. Let's go back up. Going back up to the picture of the people standing in line for those firearms right here. This is what it's going to come down to. So I went to a meat market in Compton, and I was waiting in line to get what I wanted. And there was a dude that was just Jake up in there. Compton, so it's all full of black and Latinos up in there, mainly Judites that was up in there. And they were like, this dude was like, man, he was like, if I don't get the meat, I get. He looked like a regular Jake. He didn't look like a thug. He didn't look like a gang member. He didn't look like a street dude. Just like a regular dude that go to work or whatever. And he was like, he just straight came out. We just started talking. And he just started talking to me. Some spirit jumped on him. And he started saying a few things. We started, talking about the virus or whatnot. And he was like, it's like I know. He's like, Jake just came out and said, all I know is this: if I don't get what I need for my family here, I'm going in the next house and getting it. And I thought he was joking because of the way he said it, because I wasn't quite facing him. He was facing forward when he said it. So I turned and looked at him. I was like, for real? He was like, hell yeah. If I ain't got what I need, me and mine ain't going without. Basically, he's like that's the whole mindset of all the friends, all my friends and family I know. They all saying this. So obviously, he related to and his friends and his family, they street folks. Like I said, I'm in Compton. So he's like, yeah. He said, you don't know that all these people gonna be going in these people's house. And I laughed at it because of course I know it. I'm about to read the scripture on it. But yeah, I said, yeah, man, I know how it is. I know exactly how it is. And he was like, yeah. He's like, man. He's like, man, he was like, then he was like, well, no, God bless, man, stay up. And he just, him and his woman went up and they got their stuff. They got a whole bunch of stuff. But that's the whole mindset. People are standing in line. These people are getting locked and loaded because they know there's a lot of people who didn't get out and get what they needed, who didn't prepare, who didn't do. When I say prepare, I mean go to the store and get things for their household that they needed to hold themselves over. And that's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be on this situation like that, and in the future when with the most I have in store, what he's bringing. So back over here, where we left off at verse 31. Even so, in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. So there's gonna be people. It's gonna be so bad because before it hits this point, people are gonna be doing that. People are gonna be going to people's houses looking for stuff. But that's what they're gonna resort to when the Most High start wiping people out. People are gonna be going door to house to house with their swords, with their guns, searching for food. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel there through. And I was traveling yesterday from one part of the city, one part of a land to another part of the land, one county to another county, and it was nobody really out there like that. It was just making me. It was bringing this scripture to life in my mind. I was as I was driving, like this is how it's gonna be. The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegroom. The woman shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars there shall bride there shall there so like in the war shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their house and their husbands perish of famine. So they're gonna be It's gonna be famine out there. It's gonna be wars going on when this time happens. The people are gonna be there's gonna people be drafted in the military to go to war. This is all leading up to what's coming. Everything is coming. This coronavirus right now is just giving you, you know, you get to watch a trailer of what the Most High really gonna bring. This ain't even what the Most High really gonna bring. People freaking and frantic and acting the way they acting off just a virus that's been sent out. And I've been hearing different scenarios and stuff, but the point of the matter is this coronavirus has ran its course. It's running its course, and it's doing what the Most High wanted it to do. Whether it's really out there killing these people, infecting these people, or whether it's just a hoax that Esau planned to get people, to manipulate the people, to get them all frantic to go out, rush out, purchasing and buying stuff, and putting it, whether it's a test run or whatever the case may be, it is exactly doing what the purpose of it was to do and is doing. Verse 34, it says, so like 35, hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. This is who this is meant for, to hear this and understand this and know this, is the servants of the Lord. We all know what's going on. Most High is giving us understanding. So this is Zechariah 14:2. It says, for I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and in the city shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and the women ravished. Of the half of the city shall go forth into captivity, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city. So this right here, touch on this for a second. Women are going to be ravished. All you women out there who had something ill and wicked to say about the servants of the Most High, women that were with men of the Lord, that ditched men of the Lord to go get a man that they thought was better or that they wanted better, that was geared towards where you can control or who you could be with, or even just because you want to be with someone else. And you was lined up with this man, and the Most High joined you onto this man, and you gave that man hell, and then you went out and you got with someone else. You have a very, very, very direct path that you're headed towards. And the Most High, he's going to deal with a lot of these women out there that was you know being wicked and doing a whole bunch of stuff to men of the Lord, and just also just defying the Most High, just not doing what they know they should be doing according to what the scriptures say. Just all you women out there, you got a judgment coming, man. It's a judge. All these women on Instagram that's getting out there and you just burying your body for the whole world to see. You got the perfect pose to show your face and your ass at the same time. How you gonna show something behind you and in front of you at the same time? Twist your body in these angles so you can what? So you can show off your butt and see and pretty face and ass. The song say don't never trust a big butt and a smile. That girl is poison. Women that's doing that, you have no respect for yourself. You don't carry yourself as a woman should. And you don't definitely carry yourself as the way the scriptures tell you supposed to be. Modest apparel. You ain't supposed to be showing off your bodily. You ain't supposed to be showing off all your different assets, all your different body parts and all that. You ain't supposed to have that on display. That ain't a visual advertisement. You know, you ain't supposed to be doing that. But guess what? Since you want it to be that way, and what you think that was going to attract, right now you got the opportunity to do this stuff without any type of regards to it. No different. You don't have to worry about that because you can call the police. Laws in order right now, so men don't grab onto you. But when this time comes, it's gonna be lawlessness. The person who you would call 911 to come out and get your and come to your assistance, they're gonna be at home trying to protect their own. They're gonna ain't gonna be no 911. So you're gonna get ravaged. But that's not the main point that I want to bring out in this scripture. I'm gonna look up this word rifle. It comes from the Hebrew word shashash, which means to plunder, spoil, to plunder, to be plundered, be rifled, right? And then the Hebrew Chaldees lexicon, to be despoiled. So I looked up the word plunder, right? It's from the verb of plunder, from the etymology online. Just go into a couple key things. It says to plunder originally to take away household furniture, household goods, clothes, also lumber, baggage. These are things that were in ancient times and biblical times were assets, were major assets. You know, the word said having to be acquired by English and via the 30 Years' War, applied in native use after the outbreak of the English Civil War. And it basically the changing of the pronunciation or the derivative of the word um, to a corrupt alliance. But, we're gonna get I want to get the noun, which is down here. The noun of the word plunder. Goods taken by force. Right here, people are lining up to get their guns. We don't know which one they are. Are they someone that's gonna getting a gun to go get somebody's shit, or someone getting a gun to protect their shit? But it's all based on goods taken by force. Act of plundering, 1640s, from plunder. This is from the dictionary.com, from the word plunder. It's to rob of goods or valuables by open force, as in war, hostile raids, uh, brigandage, brigandage, Salakia, to rob, spoil, or fleece, to take wrongfully, as by pillage, robbery, or fraud, to take plunder and pillage. Basically, to go into somebody's house, go inside someone else's house, and take whatever you want that's there. You know, people waking up in the middle of the night, somebody rumbling through their stuff. This is all that's coming. All this stuff is coming, and we see it firsthand. So I want to bring this lesson to a close. I want to do just a quick lesson on that. Share that little quick testimony I had of driving, the experience and what it brought me in. The spirit in my mind of driving, seeing there was barely any people out there on the roads driving, going to throughout the city was barely any people out there. This is coming. People are all in a frantic state of mind right now, and ain't nothing happening. Ain't nothing happening that's going to happen. So with that, I'm gonna bring this lesson to a close. Hopefully it's edifying for those who are able to tune in. I want to say Kal Halal, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Arakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who's leading our nation. And peace and salutation to hopeful, like sincere brothers and a few sisters that tune in and trying to get themselves together. I want to say Shalom and peace and salutations.